Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be setting up the month of September in my agenda planner. We'll decorate the monthly pages in a coffee day theme, so come plan with me. And I've got a bunch of washi tapes here ready to go, along with this PET tape of stickers, some washi stickers as well, these mild liners that I'm going to be using, along with this acrylic pen, die-cut PET stickers, these other PET stickers, and this Planning Things sticker book, which I'll pull from. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down some wax paper and work out this month's design. I am super excited to use this fairly new set of coffee stickers that I got from Journal Say. I just love the kind of warm, almost Pacific Northwest to me coffee vibes, or like LA coffee vibes, very city, but cozy, and I don't know, just it's a vibe. So I really like these stickers, and I thought it would be really fun to decorate the month of September since National Coffee Day is in September. So I get to enjoy these stickers all month long and excited for how this theme turns out. I am figuring out right now where I can place some of these larger items. I'm using these washi tape coffee stain quote stickers, as more of like a background element to match up with the coffee cart or truck or little cafe stickers that I have from that Journal Say pack. The colors are definitely deeper on those PET stickers, more in the espresso tones of darker, almost black to rich brown. So kind of balancing that out with some of the warmer tones, but still sticking to the stickers that bring out those coffee colored vibes. So I'm making a couple of clusters right now. I'm deciding on where I want things to go. The set of coffee stickers that I'm pulling right now that are on the sheets, those are also from Journal Say. I got those probably in my first haul from Journal Say, and they have a lot of variation of different like cafe scenes, also some smaller items, which I'm pulling now to create a little kind of coffee cluster down here at the bottom. And just trying to balance things out. This spread that I am using is from my Etsy shop. Pretty much all the spreads that I've been using this year have been from my shop, so any videos that you saw will likely be spreads again from my shop. And I am combining two different inserts. One is a monthly overview insert or month overview, and then the other side is just a single page month insert that's undated. Both of those will be linked down below, along with pretty much anything I am using here as far as decor in this setup, if you see something that you like. But for this spread in particular, it's kind of a customized spread for my needs this year, and I use those habit trackers. The checklist I use fairly thoroughly, and then of course the monthly layout. There are 6 weeks on the monthly that I chose, so it gives me a little bit of freedom since this next month, September, only has 5 weeks to push into those month boxes a little bit. I'll be doing a little bit of covering up with my white pen just so I can define the month a little clearer and give me that extra room that I have set up there for decor. I'm also pulling in a few smaller die-cut stickers from that PET tape roll that are also coffee themed. There's a few splashes and some smaller coffee related items that I'm pulling in for decor. I've also already placed a bunch of washi on the sheet. Those were also from a set of Journal Say washi tapes that I got, and just layering up the colors kind of in a gradient of coffee tones with the dark to the light. And now I'm in the Planning Things sticker book looking for some quotes or something else just to top this off with some added visual interest, something to draw your eye. Each of the clusters are pretty busy in their own right, so having a nice clean quote really helps, I don't know, ground each one, kind of give you a moment to read the quote, look at the decor, versus just having big clusters of stuff where you don't know where to look. The quote itself basically draws the eye and makes you stop and focus in on that section. I think that's why I like adding quotes to my spread. It just grounds your spread in a way because you stop to read the quote and look around the quote while you're doing so. So anyway, I added a few little smaller items next to it just to enhance that coffee theme. I felt like the washi tape that I pulled in here on this side, it was just a little too short. So I'm going to be doing a bit of finagling once I get this onto the sheet and actually moving some things around. I wanted the balance to be a little bit more triangular, which I wasn't really able to do at first the way I had the sticker set up on the wax paper. So I'm going to try to alter them before I lay them on the page and just see what comes up. In preparation, I'm going to go ahead and white out those empty boxes, like I mentioned. I already wrote in the days of the month before the video began, just so I'd have a clear idea of how the month went. That was just me writing them in, nothing special there. So just going to go ahead and start with this larger cluster up here at the top. And I'll try to white out some of the areas where it kind of pushes into the habit tracker and into the checklist area. And we'll move over the quote and the little items next to that as well. Just take up all of that nice decor area. And now that I have this side prepped, I'm going to go ahead and save the washi tape that I felt was too short there on the side for maybe another spread, and put in some new layered washi here that's a bit longer. Again, I'm trying to rebalance the spread a little bit, so let's see what happens. I feel like it's not going to make a huge difference, but in my mind it was what needed to be done, I guess. This is what I'm saying. So I laid that in, like I said, a little bit differently. Go ahead and drop in this top washi. I really loved this set of washi tapes I just picked up. It's got like a faint script overlay on top of really warm, kind of vintage, deep colors, and that just that makes my heart happy. It's the little things, just depth of color, tones and things, not just bright, but has some moodiness to it. Oh, I love those. Those are my favorite. And then add a script on it and we're done here. It's like, get into my cart. I have to buy you. Reformulating this cluster down here a little bit as well. Seeing what I can do without bumping into those habit trackers. Moving some things around slightly. Go ahead and trim off any excess elements. And I'll add in some highlighter for added color while keeping things functional. So I got this set of really pretty acrylic pen markers on Amazon recently, and I've been wanting to try them, and this color of brown it's so creamy. It looks perfect with these coffee vibes. So I went ahead and penciled in first the word September because you guys know I talk about how many mistakes I make all the time. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't mess this up thoroughly. And it came out really nice. And then I went ahead and just free-handed to do on top of my to-do list, and I love it. And as you can see, there was no bleed through at all on the back of that one page. So loving acrylic pens for that. Just gives a really different vibe, very like matte paint style vibe, which you don't really get with the like ink-based, water ink-based pens. So something to try out if you're, just wanting something new in your planner. Acrylic pens are really fun if you've never tried them, and maybe they will become your new favorite. Okay, so I've already started laying out the second and last spread we're going to do here on camera. I do have one more spread that I like to set up at the back of this planner each month, which is my social media spread. But I've just decided to not film that anymore just because I can't show you one page because I have a bunch of pre-planning on it. So it just makes sense to focus on these two spreads and just know that I'll have a matching spread to that at the back for my social media section. So I've added in some smaller clusters here. This spread in particular is very functional for me. I really have to be mindful of where I'm putting decor. This top quarter that I've developed here is already going to be a problem because it's blocking out where I put my goals for the month. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to try layering over a bit of white washi tape and seeing if I can write on that. If it ends up not working out when I actually go to set up my goals, I'll just cut the stickers down and open up that area for writing. But I wanted to see if this would work because it might make things a little bit more, fun in the future if I want to add more decor in functional items, if this white washi tape hack works. So I've laid that in already. I've also added a few circle stickers to the month boxes for the goals. And then I am covering up the very last week on my weekly tasks page with decor since I don't think I'm going to need that week. I'll just push whatever tasks those are into the next month's goal setup since the middle of that week pushes into October. So we'll just plan on that and see what we get. Adding in a bunch of smaller coffee-related items here as well. I did fit in that one cart because I am covering up that week 5. And of course I have those washi splatter quotes spread around where they fit. Now I'm just trying to find some homes for the washi tape layering that I did like on the front and seeing where I can sneak some in without it being too obtrusive. And I think these corners will work pretty well, or I guess more than corners. Again, I like to put things in triangles on my spread in relation to each other. So I've got one at the top and in the center, one on the right side and centered, and then on the bottom left. I don't know if I said that right, but you can see how they kind of relate to each other in a triangle. If you were going to draw lines in between them, you would see that triangular shape. I went ahead and filled in a few more smaller items, and I think we're ready to get started on the actual spread. I think I'm going to add in a couple of black boxes for the week span that I'll be putting in. So I just have one in there for now, and I'll fill in the rest once we are ready to go. Went ahead and whited out the black lines on that week 5 along with its header for a little bit of clarity behind the stickers. I'll also do a little bit of whiting out behind some of these lighter transparency stickers as well. Again, just so you don't see that coming through. And I'm using a white gel pen for whiting things out. It'll be linked down below. I have, I think, an alternative to the one that I currently use, since apparently it's out of stock where I bought it, which was at Journal Say. They came in a set of 6, and I still have pretty much all 6 ready to go. I don't think I've replaced this one since I bought it, so I'm still using the same pen, and it was a really good find. I tried to find something similar on Amazon. I haven't found anything that's exact, but I have found some things that are close. They're just a bit more expensive. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to find the set, but if it comes back in stock, I'll jump on it and hopefully get you guys a link as soon as I see it. But for now, I am using that pen, and you can use any white gel pen for whiting out kind of like smaller, more exact areas on your planner if you haven't tried that already. And they work really great just for small things that you want exact covering of. So I'm moving things over fairly slow here, piece by piece, kind of refining things as I lay them in and cleaning out any lines that interfere with them as I see them. I'm bringing in the washi tape up here, where you lay in the washi tape on the side. And now we're going to go ahead and try to work this corner. I'll add in these circle stickers while I'm waiting for the whiteout to dry a little bit. And now we will, like I said, try laying in this corner. I really wanted it for balance, but I'm curious to see how that washi tape holds up for writing. I'll also add in the black boxes I mentioned earlier, just so I can write in the week span, and those were from the Plan Anything sticker book as well. Cleaning up the edges and separating out the pages now. I'm doing the final trimming. Decided to white out that monthly where it kind of interferes with the cluster up there, so it just says goals at the top. I'll go ahead and add in some of the highlighting areas here so you get an idea, and then I will likely do a goal setup video this month at the very end so you can see how I'll be using this in October. Realized I didn't have a quote set up for this, so I'm just going to drop in this where it says begin, kind of as a little incentive for me to get those tasks done. And that should do it for us, friends. I'll clean out the holes and use my little precision cutter for that. It's pretty easy and works really good on these like lighter weight stickers that really don't do well when I try to punch through them. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye!